What up, all my fight fans? So this past weekend we had Eddie Alvarez taking on Jeremy Stephens in a bare knuckle fight. It was a fun fight, it was an entertaining fight, an exciting fight, and the winner would go to Jeremy Stephens. You know, these guys were trading shot for shot, blow for blow, haymakers. It wasn't something like you've seen with Mike Perry where everyone was bloody, busted up and everything and whatnot, but it was a little bit more technical, and these guys, I believe, were at equal level, but Jeremy Stephens just was a little bit better that night. He was able to knock down and hurt Eddie Alvarez. I believe he broke something. I don't know if it was his orbital bone, his nose, or something, but I believe it was either the first round or the second round. And then it was just hard for Eddie Alvarez to continue moving forward with the fight after that. It was just very difficult for him. And in that third round, he got dropped again, and you could see the defeat in him. You can see like, hey man, this is done. I can't do this right now. I can't do it. And no shame on him, because this is bare knuckle. In boxing, it's like, all right, you know what? Maybe take a knee, get your win back, you know, get yourself together and go in there again. But in bare knuckle, when you're just getting smashed in the face left and right, and especially when you're in pain and there is no padding on the gloves or anything like that to really soften the blow just a little tiny bit. I'm not saying that, you know, boxing where the blow is you get hit, it's not that bad. No, it still hurts. I've trained boxing for many years, and it still hurts very much, but you're not getting cut up and you're not getting bone on bone with your knuckles to your face bone whatsoever. So you definitely got to imagine the bare knuckle is a lot more painful, and Eddie Alvarez did his best to maintain his composure, to really stay in the fight and hopefully get the victory in there, but he just could not do it. He could not reach the bell for the fourth round, and the winner went to Jeremy Stephens. Great fight, great win. Also, after the fight, you had a little altercation, nothing really crazy, but with Conor McGregor wanting that fight. If we all remember, where Conor McGregor and Jeremy Stephens were at a press conference at UFC, he did the famous line on, "Who the fuck is that guy?" You know, I'm sure you guys remember that. I remember that. It was a really funny line. But, you know, it looks like Conor McGregor wants some of that smoke with Jeremy Stephens. He wants some of that bare knuckle action. I don't think Conor McGregor would be great for bare knuckle, my personal opinion, because Conor McGregor seemed to me more of a striker when using his legs and kicks and whatnot, you know, and this is something that I feel like you have to be all hands. And we've seen him in boxing against Floyd, and he used some of his hands and stuff like that, but I don't know, I can't see Conor McGregor doing too well. It doesn't seem like he has that kind of aggression, like the way of Vitor Belfort or even a Mike Perry, where they would just come out swinging and throwing haymakers. Like, there was really no real strong technique about it. I mean, this is like, bare knuckle to me is like almost like old school MMA, where, you know, you spray and pray. You know, you're just constantly just throwing downs, throwing your hands nonstop and hoping you get a knockout somewhere in there. Conor McGregor is a lot more technical, a lot more strategic. You know, that's why you look at boxers that go into bare knuckle, they don't even do that great. Some do, some don't, because they're thinking of technique, they're thinking of strategy, where other guys are just going after you, and once they hit you, you go down. And that's the thing about bare knuckle. You know, you really is not a whole lot of technique in bare knuckle. You still want to have a game plan, you still want to be a little more strategic, but at the same time, you don't want to think of a game plan too much. You don't want to like sit back and wait for good counter shots. Like, no. And I feel like that's something what Conor McGregor do, but it would be very entertaining. I wouldn't necessarily want to see him go against Jeremy Stephens in his first fight. I think the biggest fight would be him and Mike Perry, or potentially another MMA fighter, but at the moment, I don't see it happening. Especially the UFC, I don't see the UFC allowing it to happen. I just recently made a video regarding the fact that Logan Paul and Conor McGregor fight is not happening. So I can't imagine them even allowing Conor McGregor to do a bare knuckle fight. I don't see it, but you never know. You never know. But guys, let me know what you thought of the fight. Let me know what you think is going to be next for Eddie Alvarez and for Jeremy Stephens and potential Conor McGregor. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.